What are some very good signs that you have just met a toxic person? A toxic person will, first of all, have something shady about them. Something will ping your intuition as just a tad bit off about this person. A feeling that makes you cautious or that makes them seem too good to be true to you. They can show themselves in various ways. They are overly nice. And I'm not talking about people who just want to spread kindness or are charismatic. I'm talking about those who appear to be all sunshine and rainbows all of the time. Something is not right with that. And the average person will not give you a bunch of comments seemingly out of nowhere. They hang around a shady group of people. You are who you hang around, and I truly believe in that. And if you choose to hang around or stay around people who gossip often, do drugs, are racist, spread rumors, etc., any kind of toxic behavior, then you are most likely toxic yourself, just like them. And that this will repeat. You will repeat their behavior at some point, whether you realize it or not. And that comes speaking from experience. They are clingy. Wanting to be around someone you care about or want to get to know is normal, but those who latch onto people so quickly should be avoided, in my opinion. They'll get upset if you hang around other people who are not them, if you do not give them attention when they want it, or if you decide to do something without them, they throw a hissy fit, and the list goes on. They are emotionally and physically depending on you to fill a hole inside of them that they cannot possibly fill, and that is a sign of a narcissist or a toxic person. They gossip. And I'm not talking about venting to friends because that can be a healthy type of behavior. I'm talking about spreading people's business around to everyone, including friends, and smiling in the person's face that they're talking about, saying something completely different while saying something else, totally different to someone else. Having proof of gossiping is hard, but the effects of it are really, they're not too difficult to prove. So likely if they gossip about someone, they will gossip about you. And everybody has probably heard that old fact. So trust me, no one seems safe around a person like this. They'll gossip about anybody, including yourself. So they are also going to belittle, talk down to, try to put you in your place whenever you did absolutely nothing wrong. And they're quick to jump on every single tiny little mistake that you make, correcting things, explaining things to you that when you never asked for an explanation. There are times when people actually do need to be put in their place and to correct them. If you genuinely did nothing wrong or never did anything to them or others, it seems like it's coming out of nowhere. They're trying to display dominance over you or power and control, something that a narcissist is often after. That it's the number one thing that they are after. So this is not the same thing as giving critical advice or being bluntly honest. Sometimes these people will give you the cold shoulder out of nowhere. They'll just stop talking to you and never speak to you again. They probably maybe just don't like you, but if they ignore you for a little while and pop back in your life all in your face about something that is manipulative, they are probably trying to control you. Asking you about your life story. No one, and I mean no one, likes to hear someone's life story just for the hell of it. So they're asking you, if they're asking you personal things about yourself and you're not necessarily dating at that moment, or this is a first date and they're already trying to hear your life story, this can be a red flag. And it is likely that they will at a later date use this personal information against you. A narcissist or a toxic person would do that. They only talk about themselves. They don't care about how you feel. They don't ask you how your day was. You can't even get a single word in with these people. You're just an emotional dumping ground for them. They get jealous and they don't want to see you succeed. This is a big one. When you start glowing up in an area of your life and they are hesitant to congratulate you, they have a vague reaction to you telling them about an achievement of yours, they don't support you in any of your events, they are likely jealous or envious of you. And this is a big red flag of a narcissist. Be very careful though, because some people who are in your corner don't actually want you to succeed either, and they could be just using you. And this goes for good acquaintances, family members, partners, co-workers, and the like. They tend to always be in some kind of drama. Listen to them speak and watch them interact with other people. Do they always seem to be in some kind of a squabble? Do people seem to be rude and mean to them for seemingly no reason? Do things in their life are they never going right for this person? They are likely toxic and or in a toxic environment themselves. So my advice would be to avoid completely and keep your distance. They don't respect your boundaries. This is a huge red flag of a narcissist. And no means no. No is a complete sentence when it comes to anybody, not just people like this. If they keep pushing things on you and doing things that you've told them not to do and that you don't like, you have to run immediately. Sometimes that person can mature and learn to respect your boundaries, but for the meantime, getting away from them is probably the best advice that I could give you. They pick up on your insecurities. People who bring up your insecurities out of nowhere as a joke, saying that you can't take a joke if they're picking on your weight, whether you're skinny or you're fat, your height, your skin color. Avoid these people at all costs. They're racist. This is pretty self-explanatory, and it goes along with the things that I just said, the aforementioned, especially if they say, I'm not racist, I have skin color or race friend. They're so insult here, but you're not like that. You're one of the good ones, etc. Please, please, please get rid of any person in your life that expresses sentiments like this. They gaslight you. They make you feel crazy for something they did and or something that was out of your control. They pathologically lie and steal. Self-explanatory, but avoid these people because evidently you will be caught up in a mess with them if you stay for too long. So in conclusion, if this person that you are speaking, if the people we're speaking about, if they are a drain on you, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, seemingly putting their needs before yours, pulling you down, their needless and never-ending saga of drama filled with nothingness, making it everyone else's fault besides theirs, taking valuable time away from the things and people in life that you hold dear, not caring about anything else but their own wants and needs, and manipulating you into a ball of I need you right now and you don't care. And if you are twisted and if you aren't twisted and concerned and miserable just like them, then they cannot stand it because misery loves company. What part of this scenario can you take responsibility for? None of it. You don't have to take responsibility for toxic people. Have you constantly has your partner constantly shut you down for expressing your wants and needs and needing to concentrate on your own and allowing you to make you feel like you aren't important, and this positive and negative reinforcement, a constant stream of positive reinforcement to pacify their negative behavior? It is very well likely that you are dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person.